past, even hearing from guys that have been here for a couple of years, and guys from last year that have been here, before they're just they're playing. It's just almost like a hobby at the club. So now we've got a target on our backs. The expectations from our supporters is very, very high, and our expectations for ourselves is extremely high. I mean, with these players, we should be making the playoffs.
I got in noon yesterday on Sunday. All right, no, it's not Monday. Today's Thursday. I got in Wednesday at noon. It has been crazy with all the interviews. They didn't stop when I got back from. I was like, oh, this is gonna calm down after a while, and then it didn't at all. They said, bring your passport, and I was like, what should I wear? They were like, wear whatever you like. So I was like, all right, I'll put jeans on because it's freezing. It's settling in now that I'm in Toronto. When I was putzing around my parents' house, it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm supposed to be playing professional soccer. I'm sitting in my mom's house right now. What am I doing? So I'm excited to be here, and it feels more real now. When I get with the guys on the team, it'll be better.
Yeah, Nick was a player that we identified pretty early on in the combine, but because we had seen him actually at a previous combine, and then we had scouts throughout the college season who had recognized him as a player to watch. I just want to be clear. This is because I missed yesterday. This is a really 1, 2, 3. The people we think might be available. No, and then 4. But we don't need to write back as much anymore. You need a center back, right? As you lead into the draft, we were looking at a number of potential trades to move up because we weren't sure if he was going to be available. So you're talking to clubs to maybe pick up just a little bit of information to find out when he might go. He went, that would be a big jump for him to go. I mean, in terms of the projections, it would be a big jump for him to go 8. But speaking to his agent at the time, we knew that there was a chance he would go likely late first round, early second. But then as the draft was going on, we looked at the clubs that knew a lot about Nick. And there were a couple clubs ahead of us who were there a good chance that they would take him. Or Chicago. Or Chicago. I know Bliss likes him. I know. He's the one who told me he coached him when they played him. We wanted to just be certain. We paid a little bit to just be certain about getting the guy we wanted. And it paid off. Hey Rob, hey, would you guys swap 15 for 10? Okay. Hey, you guys will do it? Okay. You might want to call a timeout.
How's it going?
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Congrats. How's it going? Thank you. Appreciate it. Woo! Congrats, man. Thank you. Well done.
How you doing, man?
How's it going,
Dwayne.
Nick?
Dwayne, how you doing?
Danny.
How you doing, Dwayne?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you. How are you?
Jimmy.
Nick.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Did you think you'd go this high?
I did not actually think I was going to go this high. I knew I had the talent to be a contender at this at the combine at the MLS, but I'm stunned and I'm so excited. What's your name?
Mikey.
Mikey. What position you play?
Midfield.
Midfield. Nice. I think this is the place to be playing soccer right now. This is where the excitement's happening. I think Toronto FC is definitely on the upward.
When do you leave?
The 23rd.
Where do you guys go?
I go to Toronto, and then 3 days later we fly to Florida. I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there. Send me up there now. Let's fly there.
Good to have you boys back, by the way. Good to always have you back. For all the new guys and for all the guys that are coming back, all these guys here just introduce themselves. We're here for you. That's all we're here for is for you. Okay? Make you guys better every single day. Okay? Understood? Everyone understood? Okay, perfect. Because we have got a lot of work to do. Okay? So from right now, from this meeting, our end goal is March 15th. That's the first game of the season. So we need you physically, mentally, as fit as you can be, with no injuries. And that's the goal of this whole pre-season, is to be the fittest team, but with no injuries. 11 bodies, one mind. 25 bodies, one mind. All of us here, just one mind. Okay? And that takes work. If you know me, if you don't like hard work, that's probably not the best place to be. Okay? So I'll give you the opportunity right now. Right now. If you want to walk, go for it. Because we're going to win here. And it's hard work. Happy? All happy? Done? Right. Get the rubber gloves out.
Welcome to the IMG Soccer Academy here in Bradenton, Florida, as Toronto FC kicks off their 2014 preseason camp. It was a little bit of a slow start to the day on Monday because of heavy rains, but now it's a nice 18 degrees.
You'll start rep 1 in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's have everyone to the top, please. Everyone to the top. Bring your drinks with you. Keep them handy. Discipline boys on the pitch. Brilliant, superb, keep it going.
It wasn't a slow introduction to preseason at all.
We got the new physical coach in Lammy, and you know he's hard on us, but it's what we need.
Keep going, keep going. 54, 55, 56, 57.
Did the Premiership test, which was it's my second time doing it now. I had to do it when I was at West Ham, and it's not easy, but to do it at the beginning when no one is fit and whatnot, it really sees where you are physically and mentally.
It's really, really neat to see how they responded to our sort of directive before they left for the off-season to come out and be fit, and they delivered on that.
Come on, 1 minute. Keep your pace. Keep yourself going. Come on, Gally. Little sharper on those cones, Gally. Little sharper.
The real hard work and getting fit and everything, getting ready for the season starts now. And I think this year has been different to last year. And I think this year going into the season will be a lot more ready.
Okay. Fitness with the ball, but think about the quality. Okay? We're doing crossing, we're doing position-specific kind of stuff. But you'll be tired. Okay? 4 minutes you'll be doing.
The big guns are not even in camp yet in Jermaine Defoe and Gilberto, but 3 of them are in Captain Stephen Caldwell, Michael Bradley, the midfielder, and also Dwayne De Rosario. So those 3 are easing still into camp. They are wearing running shoes as Ryan Nelson does not want to push them too hard. He says they're all very fit right now, so he does not want to risk injury with these players and not have them available when MLS season starts.
This is what preseason is about, you know, pushing yourself. But at the same time being smart, you know. It's such an important time because you're laying the groundwork and kind of putting that base together for what's going to carry you through an entire season. and that's so important. But at the same time, if you're not smart and you push things a little too hard, or you know, you get lazy in how you take care of yourself off the field, then it can hurt you and it can set you back. A while.
As we move further into training camp, get into more scrimmages, I'm sure that you're going to see those three players more actively involved with Toronto FC.
Yeah, I think the training sessions and always have been great. You know, from the warm up with Lammy to then the work on the field with Ryan and Fran, and then obviously back to Lammy on a lot of days for some more physical work. You know, and then even the other assistants, guys like Jason Bent, Jimmy Brennan, Duncan. Now when these guys you know, put on a little bit of work at the end of training for groups of guys or for individuals, it's all been really good.
I can guarantee you that each one will get pulled.
Holy man.
That I can assure you.
You got the count already?
I got the count already.
What am I at?
About 4 minutes.
Yeah, it actually feels alright.
It feels good except for my toes.
It sucks, but it's alright. Their whole philosophy is bringing us to the edge and then pulling us back. Might lose one to heart failure in the process, but you know. During the season, it's a piece of cake. It's just getting back into it. That's the hard part. Whoa. Is this necessary?
Thanks. Not bad. Leaving the body.
Looks like Brampton in the summertime. No, Brampton's nice, man. They won't like me very much for this. Oh well. That's why we call it preseason.
How does that pin stay on? Joe, you don't gotta throw it like that, man. That was in very nice ball. Hold it like a briefcase. Is that how you hold a briefcase? Hold it like a briefcase, man. You're just casually walking down the street with your briefcase. We're at Sarasota Lanes in Sarasota, Florida. Just having a nice day out. A couple of the boys. There you go. I'm really under a lot of pressure here right now. I'm having a good game going. I didn't really want to do this interview in the 8th frame. I'm at 164 on a spare, but you know, I'm willing to do it to the camera. I'm willing to do it for the camera, for the show. He's back.
For whatever reason, we brought the crappy weather with us down to Florida, so it had to be an indoor activity, and bowling was pretty much the only one on the list.
You're not going down!
Excuse me, I need a turkey. Let's go, handle. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yes. Oh my God. You're a dirtbag, dude. Give me that. Give me that.
You go through withdrawals in the off season. It's like, I don't know, you gotta be around your teammates, or you gotta be around, you know, playing. And every time you're in the off season, it goes away, and I don't know, it's so much fun when you get back together with everybody and you're hanging out again. And it's nice, just get to relax, do whatever we feel like.
Come on, baby. Hey, gobble, gobble.
So money, baby. So money, baby. 83. I never bowl under 100. A lot of bowling. We get these? We get those? Sugar daddy, but I'm poor, so they don't really make any sense at all. Last year, you know, we went through a lot of rough patches, but a lot of those same guys are still here, and
can't go much lower than that. So it's important to have all these guys around and be able to glue together. Yeah.
Just nice and easy, man. Just roll it in there. Clay, has anyone ever got a 300 on camera? Have you ever filmed anyone getting a 300? No? Today could be the day. Seriously, that hit the pocket right where I wanted it to. That should go down. Give it one more, and then I'll break it down for you guys.
A lot of bowling. I think I'm hitting my bowling capacity for the year.
Well, it was when I was 14, one of the coaches for the U17 national team, I've talked to him, did you want to go and try out? And I didn't know anything about it at the time. And I just said, sure, why not? I went there, I want to say like a few months later. I was still in 8th grade and I went and trained with the 86s and 87s. Freddie Adu was there, he's one of the big time players. Mike Bradley was there. So I went and trained with them for a few days. My club team, the next year, we went to Nike Cup in the summer in Portland, and the head coach at the time, John Ellinger, was there and saw me. They invited me to a residency, and I accepted and went, and I was there for 3 years down at Bradenton, and it was a good time for me. Sweet. Hello.
Do I know you?
Yep.
Kitty pie.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Tired. This is my little brother Nick, and this is me. So like they're all like interchanged. Like this is my high school prom. I know that still have that smile, that still have the big teeth, everything. I just finally grew into him, Nick was mad that one time. Me and Nick looked at each other. My parents split when I was younger, and I still have a great relationship with my dad, but my mom's the one who raised us, and 2 kids, and at one point I was practicing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Nick would play in, so-and-so, and then I was playing in a different location, so she made it all work.
Jeremy gets motivated to finish college.
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish, I promise.
He hates when I'm always talking about that.
Looking back on it, you can see why she said, no, you can't have this, no, you can't have that. But, at the time, you never really worried about that. She's just awesome. This is it. So, this was from the U17 World Cup. I had my hair long. This is just, from college, going to the College Cup. So this was our World Cup squad for the U17s. It's cool just being home with my mom, hanging out, and then seeing all my, club soccer friends. It's cool coming home.
Interesting matchup, despite the fact that, yes, this is just preseason training camp, but it is against DC United. Both teams going through major overhauls in the offseason to try and improve their standing in the Eastern Conference, with 2 teams, DC United and Toronto, finishing second last and last place in the East.
It was just a preseason game, but really, in our heads, it's not just a preseason game. It's the start of building towards getting to the playoffs.
In the past, even hearing from guys that have been here for a couple of years, and guys from last year that have been here, before they're just they're playing. It's just almost like a hobby at the club. So now we've got a target on our backs. The expectations from from our supporters is very, very high, and our expectations for ourselves is extremely high. I mean, with these players, we should be making the playoffs. I mean, the most important thing for me is the guys that stayed on board. That's the key there, is to have that core group of players. And even Michael said it, the atmosphere that we've created in the locker room is second to none.
Last year preseason to this year, and like it's crazy. It puts a smile on my face because it's just it shows how much hard work the team's put into it, and that it's paying off. You know what I mean? So it's like last year I was just fighting to get on the team and get a contract and start off my career and then build from there. Whereas now I'm looking to do much bigger things.
I got a little bit of an idea what Oso was like last year when we played against Toronto. And for me, you could see right away that this was a good player, a good football player.
They brought in some big names this year, which is great for this club, and it's exciting. The city needs this. The city needs something like this. You have your Leafs who will always be the heart of Toronto, but I think TFC is going to get there one day.
Stay tight, Ashton. Stay tight. That's our ball, by the way. That's our ball.
Whether or not it's a scrimmage or a small-sided game or an exhibition or regular season game or a championship game, we go out there to get results, and you got to figure out a way to do that.
There's a big opportunity for not only for me, but like for everybody on this team, and I think we're all pretty excited.
Toronto FC 1-0 victors on Bright DK's goal late in the game. In this one, they are now back to Toronto on Friday before coming back.
Team played well. I think we, in the first half and second half, we're, showing a lot better composure and possessing the ball, and it's good to watch. This is going to be a different team this year.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good to get the cobwebs off a little bit. Obviously, everyone looked a little bit rusty, but I mean, it's a hell of a ways from where we were last year, so that's a very big positive.
It created some good chances, so that's always a good thing and a great way to start off 2014 with a win and get into winning habits.
I hope all these changes, and that makes Toronto people see that people care about this club and they want this club to succeed, and they're doing everything they can to do it. So I'm really excited for this year, for the people more than for the club.